Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the TWW Randomizer Season 8. This is Losers Bracket Top 12. Game 1 is going to be gymnast86 versus tanjo3. Really hype matchup, two very good runners. On commentary today we have, of course, 2000 Alex and Your Average Link. On tracking, we have Latachi Maka and Tweety. I'm your researcher, Bacon Prezi, and with that, I will pass it off to them too, and hope you guys enjoy the race in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Feels good to be here. You know, it feels like this is going to be a really good series of matches. It's always hype when they're back to back. And I don't know about you, yeah, but I feel like these two could very well just be like a finals match in previous seasons.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be good.
I believe Jim as the 2 seed and Tanjo as the 9th seed. Although I think Tanjo got a little bit unlucky with some of the qualifiers, so I think this
agree.
match is going to be very close.
Yep. I mean, I really don't know what else to expect. I think it'll be some good quality gameplay combined with the craziness as Season 8 setting should make for some pretty exciting matches, I think, to watch here.
And, okay, I am feeling all the dungeons except for both temples. So,
well,
just the first
I've
4.
already seen the dungeons, so I can't predict, but with
I
the
have
hints. Okay. Well, then I
We'll
will
find
not
out.
spoil you. Yeah, it'll be a pleasant surprise. Get started here shortly in a bit, and these, I believe, will be back to back with maybe a slight break in between. We'll see how the runners are feeling about it. So, should be a good time. I guess some of the things for Season 8, we can see we start with 3 shards this season. We do have 4 dungeons instead of 3 like previous seasons. Those are the major things to look out for. It looks like we're about to get started here.
Oh.
I
think I might need to refresh.
Yeah, hold up. Sorry, on OBS end it's not really working. Let me try to hold up. Let's see. Might need to get the big guy in real quick. You're good.
Starting on Star Island with Bait Bag. Okay. Nidorak's path to Helmarock. Ah, dang. It's actually I believe the same dungeons as
that we had. Yep.
See that I was, yeah. So
exact
no
same 4
Tachi.
Dungeons. It's
no
two same Windfall paths too, right? Windfall to Cali, Windfall to Goma.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works out sometimes. Let's see. In terms of location hints, Pompey and Varia's got a shard. Cyclist has Iron Boots. Mace has a non-required wallet, though. Yeah. I think those are all the major things.
Yeah, it's not very often that you're because in these settings there are 4 location hints, but 2 of them are always hints. It's not very often that the 2 sometimes hints are both for a required item. But definitely a welcome piece of information.
Definitely nice to know, especially since, you do need both of those hard required here.
And Baron Wind Temple is also nice.
It's good to know it's Baron rather than find out later, unfortunately. So
it's like nothing inside and on top of Cliff Plat, but there is a spiky on the platform.
Yep. Interesting that both runners opting to go for this Cliff Plat start here.
Yeah, I feel like Cliff Plat has hinted Baron quite often in this season, but not this time.
No.
And Power Bracelets. That is good. I didn't see if Bomb Island was Baron hinted, but
I don't think it is. No, Bomb Island is not Baron, so they'll be able to go right up to Bomb Island and get all the checks there, which is great for routing. Yeah. I think with the exclusion of BPR this season, the opener to Cliff Plat is a lot rarer. At least it feels like that for me. I don't know if it feels that way for you as well.
I feel like I mean, like, again, I feel like the reason most of the time if I'm not going to Clifflight, it's because it's just Hinted Baron. Interestingly, Tanjo is just warping away immediately. Maybe thinks this is faster than just going diagonally? It might be.
I'm not sure if this is faster or not, to be honest. It could be.
I think if you're in Jim's position, it's probably faster to go straight there, because the island, I think, is a little closer than the platform. But maybe it's it's closer if you're at the platform. I was not paying attention to dungeon entrances.
I was not either.
Well, we'll find out when one of them
eventually
works again.
Yeah. Hopefully after this, probably. After they do the Bomb Island triple.
That Bokoblin did not quite fly off.
Nope. Ooh, fairy energy. Nice.
I did not know there was a fairy there. That's good to know if you have a bottle early on.
It is RNG, I believe. There's a lot of RNG fairy spots on platforms and a few rocks, I think, on some islands. I think Bomb Island has a couple of RNG tree spots. Maybe it's the grass here as well.
I hate whenever that happens with the Bokoblin.
Yeah.
And they just get knocked over because they get like a billion iframes.
Yep. It's a little awkward to do this sub with the baby sword. See how Jim fares here. Can make up some time. Alright, here's a shard. Clean combat on Jim's side too.
Good to have, although that means that's one more, well, two more useless ho-ho hints. If it happens to say, oh, Triforce Shard 6 or whatever that is on...
I think that was 7? I forgot to pull up my little document. And I think that was hint for 8-inch pop print?
Yep.
Okay. Writing that down.
There's 8 in pop print, and I believe Pompey and Vera was 7.
Okay, check.
Or no, that one was...
Shard 4. The shards do matter this season now with the ho-hos hinting specific ones, so it's important to know which one is which.
It'd be nice if the text box when you got it said which one is which, but because the numbers are like an unofficial designation, they just don't, because they're all functionally the same.
Yeah. Alright. Looks like there is something here in Bomb Island.
As usual.
Yep.
I feel like this is like one of the highest spiky rates, even though that doesn't make any sense. But confirmation bias is a wonderful thing.
So true. Yep.
Has the baby sword too, so you have to either get a jump attack in before the parry prompt or slice twice.
Yep. Alright, now don't fall. I fell here earlier today, so.
Yeah. Ghost ship.
I believe it is still day 1, so that will be
it is still day 1. If he's willing to play Song of Hazen like 4 times, then he could get it here. But
yep.
It's probably better, especially since there's bait bag. Probably just go DRI now, because then you can go up to Crescent and then get Ghost Ship there.
Yeah, you can do a lot of pop print as well. Yeah, it's not a bad play.
Yeah.
We'll see maybe Tanjo do Windfall as well. There's a lot of 0-0s here. I think they're both valid though.
Especially with Northern Fairy Hinted Baron, you're not really like torn between which side you go. Like, after doing this first part, if he doesn't want to do hide and seek, which is reasonable because Pompey and Vera has a shard, then can just go to pop print after this and then Crescent. And Jim's doing the same thing.
I think this is kind of the Windfall Season 8 play. Just, talk to Tot, store that door up there so we can warp to it, and then turn on the windmill as you're waiting for Mila, because this season you don't have magic as a starting item most of the time, so putting off Mila for Fire and Ice has kind of dropped out of favor, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting to see the different orders that people do this in, because I like to open the windmill, then store the door, then get Tot. But you have enough time that the order doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Interesting that Jim is storing this cutscene. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, it means he gets more time to like move around, but because you have to wait for Mila either way, and Mila moves during the cutscene,
yeah,
it doesn't save as much time as you think it would.
And you also lose time every time you go for the storage as well. I don't know if Mila actually moves while you're dropping and doing the storage part of it. Pretty sure she doesn't, I want to say.
And Jim is not even going to bother with Tot, unless I missed it earlier.
I don't think you did Tot. I think I was too busy yapping to fully pay attention.
You can always do it after, or like while you're on your way to Tingle. It's just,
yeah,
if you can, like, you have so much downtime that.
Yeah, I mean, you can see these runners. Tanjo did all of that, and he's still standing here for like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Grapple.
Makes Popprint very nice after this.
Oh yeah. And can definitely fulfill either the Goma or Kalidemos path.
Yep.
I saw in chat earlier that apparently all of the required entrances are the vanilla ones. Not necessarily one-to-one, but...
Yeah. Okay.
And Shard.
Shard 6, I believe.
Yeah. So, let's see, we already got 4. We know where 7 is because it's Pompey and Vera, and we know that 8 is Popprint, which means the only one that's unknown is 5, which is good because that one's, well, also 7. Or wait, no, I just
7 was found on Bomb Island, yeah. So we don't know where 5 is, yeah.
But 5 is the distinctive one. It's the long
the
piece.
Skinny one. So yeah, it looks like Jim's going to get Tot here then. Which will let Tanjo not catch back up, but gain a little bit more of a slight lead.
Oh, speaking of Shard 5.
Well, yep, no more mysteries, I guess.
Yeah, and they can definitely get the Shard on Popprint. So, really just missing the Picto Box to have access to Hyrule.
Yeah, the ever important hint of where all the swords are with these settings in Season 8. Let's see what Tanjo decides to do. Looks like he's not going to go for hide and seek plus Pompey plus Lindsay to cancel, which makes sense. Fully agree with this play here.
When you have all the rest of your shards so early, probably not a good idea to disincentivize yourself from getting Pompey and Vera earlier, because yeah, it's possible that you could say, oh well, since I know it's not like Leaf or Magic or something, I can just wait until I get the creep hint, because I have to go to the windmill anyway. But that could end up going south for you, depending on what's on Hyrule. And yeah, it looks like Jim is gonna start with Crescent and then go down to Paw Print, presumably.
Maybe worried about the time of day. I think both of them turned it to night right as they got the Windfall, so it should be. You should have time to go to Paw Print
Yeah,
first.
because it'd be midnight once they exit the Windfall quadrant, and then it would start counting up. But should be more than enough time to make it. Got a hook shot.
That'd be nice
on
for
the
Ghost Ship.
island.
It's kind of awkward at the moment with the only baby sword, so at least maybe let you hit the Wizrobe, hopefully.
Yeah, no need to check Ho-Ho since all of the Triforces are accounted for.
Yep.
And nothing in the Ghost Ship. Maybe. I think even if not, the runners are probably going to be incentivized to go there early.
Definitely,
Since,
yeah.
like, the earlier you get the sword hint, the better.
Nothing on Beetle then. Okay.
Can
Got it.
grab. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, looking at almost a barren Great Sea.
Except
Which
for
is-
the Iron Boots on Cyclus.
Yep.
Although, with power bracelets and no other projectiles, the bait bag is like the most useful it's ever going to be. So being able to pick up bait is still good.
Yeah, definitely is. I wonder where runners will go next. Maybe an outset play. We've got bait bag, power bracelets, hook shot, bottle.
Yeah.
I guess the only question is where you pick up a fairy, because it gets a little awkward with Northern Fairy dead. Maybe you just warp to Mother and Child.
Yeah, you could do Mother and Child warp. You could
I feel like that's the only viable
Gamble on-
option at this point.
gamble on vanilla DRC and clear it forwards, specifically for the fairy at the end. I
That's a
don't know.
spicy play.
Alrighty.
But I think you definitely want to do outset earlier rather than later with that path hint being there and being able to do so much. So
Alright, there's a path hint. And at this point, that item is pretty likely to be like actually useful since Iron Boots are known and Hookshot you already have. So we're looking at like Leaf, potentially Magic, potentially Bow for the Iron Boots if it locks the other bows. Hammer.
even hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Bombs, yeah.
Bombs aren't necessarily, but they're possible, just not as likely. I was thinking they would be an FF entrance, like you'd find Wind Temple behind it, but no, it's not. It's not how that works. Okay, looks like Tanjo, yeah, opting to just warp to Mother and Child and go straight to outset. think this makes sense. I'm impressed with how close both runners are following the same path. It's kind of a very... I feel like it wasn't a linear start, but the runners have just played it the same.
Yeah, I mean, like they both went for Cliff Plat at the start, and then I think getting power bracelets and like they both. I think if one of them decided to skip Mila or delay it, then that could have ended up pretty unfortunate for them. But
Yep.
Did Jim? Oh, okay. He must have picked up a fairy.
I hope so.
He's not
Can
paying
also get one
attention.
in Savage as well. We forgot. It's slower, but it's something you can do.
Jim has opted to just go for Jaboon now, or Big Pig now.
I'm surprised it's daytime. It's like
Yeah,
the
we got
cursed twilight hour right now.
Alaskan daylight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Though I think it's a little bit too late in the year for most of Alaska to have permanent sun.
Maybe a bit trouble skewing the Big Pig here. Interesting setup. I don't think I've seen any other runner do it this way. They get on the other side of the fence.
Regardless, Pig has now been yitten.
Yep. Let's see. Nothing in Jaboons. Does that patch work? Surely it does.
I guess
Okay, yeah, it also
for
works.
Bro.
Alright.
Something for the mail, at least. Speaking of mail, gonna see what Grandma Mail. Well, I think I'll have to play Song of Passing again, but
Yeah, it's one of those awkward mails where you have to do a couple of them or arrive at just the right time. Okay. Bombs.
oh, there's
All right.
bombs.
Yeah. So there's very likely the path to Mulgara. Potentially pointing at something in Forsaken Fortress.
I was gonna opt to, instead of just bringing the pig over by
okay.
attacking it, it's gonna bring it back to daytime to do pig eat. And there's delivery bag.
Yep, on Kamala's father.
Oh yeah, Forest Bro.
Yep. More fetch quests related to the mailbox.
That's true. If there's a Picto inside Lenzo, that could be like a really... Because you get saved from doing early Lenzador cancel, and that means there are half as many overworld Picto boxes.
That would be a very crazy thing to do this seed with the hint that you know there's a shard on Pompey and Vera, but yeah, it would be funny. Like nothing on that note to mom mail, unfortunately. At this point, the only unresolved path hint is going to be Needle Rock to Helm Rock. So you can get 2 out of 3 chests there.
That is true.
So maybe it's very likely Hammer. I don't know if you want to go into Needle Rock immediately or greed for Fire and Ice, given we have no bows, no magic, or not. But if you do that, you can do some of FF, not all. It does let you do some of it.
I mean,
It's not great.
I think it's probably a good idea to do Horseshoe, then Diamond Step, then Needle Rock, since they're like all on top of each other.
Yeah,
and maybe
I
you'll
agree
find a
with that.
sword, and if you find a sword, then your Helma Rock or your Forsaken Fortress VIP is complete.
Yep. So it looks like Jim skipping Grandma is gonna let him kind of pull ahead here, considering I don't think did Grandma Mail have anything? I don't think it
Yeah,
did.
Grandma Mill is just a Huey pair, so
Yeah.
time for everybody's favorite leafless golf.
Yep.
First barrier down. There's the second.
Maybe hold the third. Ooh, that
That
was
is a
sketchy.
spicy way of doing that.
Yeah. I thought he might have gotten knocked off for sure.
Oh, I got a spiky here.
Yeah. Has to be a little careful of health in here. The Mothilas do, I believe, a half a heart. I think.
Oh,
But you can
Interesting way
use
of doing
bombs.
it.
So yeah, if you don't take out the flying one with the hook shot, it can be a little annoying to deal with, or with any projectile really.
but if you're doing leafless horseshoe, chances are you have hookshot. Well,
Yes, most of the time. You would hope.
unless like sometimes like golf can be hinted nothing, and then you can do this with nothing else.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
this
So
time
what's on
golf is a bow.
That's a great pickup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Tanjo opted to not do Horseshoe Island at all, so gonna be
Ooh.
missing out on that bow if he doesn't go downwards from here. Looks like nothing here.
Ah, nice. Halfway inside the.
Looks like something's
Collision.
there.
Maybe this is leaf.
And then then you go back for it maybe. It gets kind of awkward to route in, because then you're either leaving Needle Rock or you're leaving this.
Yeah. Nope. Just boomerang. Well,
Nice to have
I
this
say
feature for
just. Yeah,
Yeah.
like.
the humble boomerang. Just a boomerang, but you know, it does have its uses from time to time.
Yeah, if your bombs are late and you need Southern Fairy. Or if you don't feel like
Okay.
wasting a bajillion arrows in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, that too. Guilty as charged. Alrighty. So it is going to be Needle Rock and Tanjo.
Just-
Hopefully he's able to get whatever the path item is here. It's very hard to tell this one from the water. The rocking boat and the fire.
Looks like it's nothing though.
Okay.
Unless Tanjo also mispeaked.
Oof. Slightly too close to the other boat. Oh, he did get an assist from one of the others though.
Oh.
Nice.
I wonder if one day somebody's gonna try and get this without bombs by getting the other.
Oof.
Oh, nice
You
shot.
can definitely do this, yeah, without bombs. It's a very annoying. Would not
Yeah.
recommend.
Oh my goodness. I have never seen them this accurate before.
Poor Tanjo.
Oh no,
Is that,
no.
That's 4 in a row. I think?
That's 4 in a row.
You just don't look at him. The bombs don't exist. The
Oh
bombs
my
can't hurt you.
god.
This is actually
That's
insanely
5 for
unlucky.
6.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Okay.
That's honestly a little tilting. It's like the rats in Taji, or not rats, the bats in Taji when they knock you off the ladder.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Okay.
Hammer. Yep.
Well, maybe that'll make it a little less tilting, getting your path item there. Interesting. Not gonna go for the pilot checks.
Yeah, because with hookshot you can get the platform out of logic. I think you can even with bombs, but it's a little bit more tedious.
Not sure about that platform with bombs. Also, Jim getting taken
I
to
think
the
I think in an earlier race, Poke got it with just bombs. I
Oh,
don't
did not know
recall
that.
exactly how, but the nice part about the platform is that those Wizardobes have like half the health of like, say, the Wizardobe Cave Wizardobes, so you only need to hit them with hookshot 4 times instead of 8.
Yeah. Still painful, but slightly less, I guess.
He might be saving it for combining with the Zunari or something.
Yeah, I think it's also a valid option. Got the delivery bag. At some point, you're gonna probably pick up that flower.
Jim's gonna go for Eyelet. Oh, and there's a Southern Fairy Sword. So
I think that makes Forsaken Fortress a lot more appealing now for Tanjo here.
yeah,
This was kind of just a one-off warp to Southern Fairy, right? There was nothing else Tanjo can really do. I guess he can peek the chests here.
yeah, he's equipping Boomerang, but with neither Leaf nor Magic, if one of them is spiky, he'll have to come back, and I believe those chests despawn or like
They do. Yeah.
dematerialize if you leave the quadrant. So, I mean, if they're nothing, then it's a worthwhile peak, so you don't have to come back here. But it's a big if. That one's
Alright.
nothing.
Also
Okay,
nothing.
well, fair enough.
Never punished.
Never punished.
Okay, looks like a bottle on Jim's side on that platform. So not going to be helpful when you already got one, unfortunately. But he will be able to get the interior here. Tanjo taking the lazy way, not even bothering to equip bombs.
Yeah, it's one less equip you have to do.
Yeah. Interesting. Faster to do that? Sail the boat up there and then get in the platform that way? I guess if you're gonna sail out, I don't know.
Well, I thought the boat's position would get reset once you beat the dungeon anyway.
I'm talking about Jim, sorry.
Oh.
Jim opted to sail with the King of Red Lions up to the platform inside Islet of Steel.
Oh. I was
So I didn't. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before, so.
We have a claim that Wind Waker on Z is the best button, which is complete heresy.
Yeah.
Wind Waker belongs on Y.
It belongs on X or Y depending on how far the storage drop is. That's my take.
Although I will say, since I play on Classic Controller, my layout is different than GameCube. But like, I always have to have Wind Waker on Y, Leaf or Sail on Z, and whatever other item on X.
Yeah.
Usually bow.
Alrighty. Jim looks like he's doing some DRI checks, so we'll get to see these for this first time. Maybe also dip inside DRI and check the dungeon entrance. Meanwhile, Tanjo kind of just clearing FF as we expected with all the items needed to do the checks here. Oh, we got a spiky. For style points? Okay, not gonna store it.
Not gonna store it. Oh, there's Picto.
So we know where the last, we can get that last shard now. It's nice. I cannot tell whether that's spiky or not on Jim's side. Looks like it's,
Jim thinks it is.
yeah.
I'm gonna go for the old method of getting this chest. Same thing, I feel like Fly Across has not been very commonly spiky this season. Probably just because no starting magic.
Yeah.
But maybe, what if this is the second magic meter and you get it out of logic?
Wouldn't really tell you too much about the seed, but it would be funny.
Well, it could tell you. It tells you that magic is a viable path item. Oof.
Getting bullied by those mini ones there. Unlucky.
Just a shield. Wasn't Angular hinted Baron too?
Angular was Baron, yep.
Yeah, so does Pretty much nothing, since you need hammer for Forsaken Fortress anyway.
Vanity. Okay.
That does put the inside of Cabana in logic.
Yeah, surprisingly, if we have all the items
Early.
needed. Yeah, usually it feels like it's a pretty late place to go to.
Probably good to combine with getting the high roll hint. It's just south of there.
Yeah.
And Jim is gonna go for the dungeon entrance here. Fair enough, especially like if this is vanilla DRC, then he's well equipped.
Yeah. Do a fast, relatively fast full clear, if it is.
And it is. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen so many vanilla dungeon entrances this season. More than I would expect. But it's probably just bias again.
Yeah. I mean, in this seed, it's possible that they're all vanilla.
Yep.
Like, we really just need one more for confirmation, so...
It's possible that that fourth small key is in the basement, which would logically lock us out of DRC, but it's unlikely. And I mean, it won't
I think
physically lock us
yeah.
out regardless.
the fact that there's a key here means that he can full clear.
Yep.
Nice
And then you can
sideways smack.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. I guess it makes sense. It's just hitting the bird regardless.
Well-
I guess the storage.
Oh yeah, I
Sorry.
guess since bombs are sphere 0 and power bracelets are also pretty early on, then the entrance is not a problem. Leaf in Master Sphere Chamber. I mean,
It's not out of the question.
Yeah. I was gonna say that would tangentially resolve a Morgera path, but the fact that what's it called?
Bombs led to hammer.
Yeah, bombs
Yeah.
are on the gunboat.
Well, I guess hammer could only be path if it was vanilla entrance.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the big key can't be inside the mini boss room anymore. Alrighty, the bird is down for Tanjo. First boss around 35 minutes in-ish.
Yeah. Oh, this. Careful with that bridge.
Yeah. For some reason, bokoblins are sharp and they can break the ropes.
And Maggie's letter.
It's a fitting spot for it, but
Yeah.
kind of just another fetch quest, not really any useful thing immediately.
Yeah, although Tinjo is probably going to Windfall after this to go grab the shard. I would imagine.
Yeah, I think getting your hints, like your bows, your sword, your shard hints, as early as possible is really strong because, you know, even if you still got a bunch more items to get, just knowing where those other items that are at least hinted are is just so powerful for routing.
Yeah, and like since you've already done Forsaken Fortress, the utility out of opening Dark Portal or something is less than it would normally be.
Yep.
That's true. Mini Balloon Season 2, it was both required boss mode and item groups were still a thing. So, yeah, the shards are often very early. Tanjo, getting storage before changing the time of day.
Just practicing, yeah. Interesting.
Kids are in a good spot there.
Yep.
Yeah, since they were item groups, they were placed at the same time. But nowadays, they're all placed independently.
Which I think is a much better
believe.
change.
Yeah, I think, because at least before required boss mode, because the shards were on heart containers, the Master Chamber is pretty late anyway, so it didn't really matter where the other ones were.
Yeah.
Careful.
Cantor tried to kill that kid. Anybody else see that?
Wow. Oh, there's another bow.
Alright. No magic yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, no magic to use them yet, but
Still a great pickup.
especially if there's magic in this spiky chest right here.
True. Y'all the prophet?
Oh, there's two spikies. Wow. What if they're both magic meters? Oh, there's moblins. Oh, and spoils bag. That's very conveniently timed. Go turn in one of the spoils while delivering Maggie's letter. Okay,
Another
no
sword.
magic, but sword and Moblin's letter.
I think we're missing one key in DRC still, and we have Chest Across Lava Pit and a big key chest
Yeah, so
left.
Jim is hoping that this is not a key here to be able to rule out.
It is not.
Okay, nice.
So
That also means Leaf and Magic are logically required for DRC, so we could see one of them as a path item for, like, on hide and seek here. But they would also be path for Calidemos. Double spiky.
Oh. Dang.
Oh,
There's
oh,
magic.
There's magic.
It all checks out now.
And Leaf.
Ooh, dang.
Ooh,
Back to back is crazy.
nice. Very nice. So magic might not be path depending on where the other magic is, but Leaf definitely is.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the Pompey and Vera hint now. On one hand, like, if you do Lenzo Door Cancel and you find Magic and Leaf, like, you're loving it. But on the other hand, if you skip it because you don't have that hint and it's a shard, like, that's gotta suck. But if you go there early, like, it would feel so good for routing to have that. It's kind of crazy. All right. $15 blue choose was dead, so it's just the green choose in here, I guess.
Yep.
Oh.
Fortunately, they both have a kind of long cutscene.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, we are in no mode. On stream, at least.
That's true. Yeah. Jim needs to pick up the Picto Box to be incentivized to get magic. But then once he does, he has enough bows to get the light arrows hint.
Killer Bees both had junk, didn't they? I think they did.
We
already
haven't
got
checked
both?
yet, I don't think.
Oh, have we not? Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Kendra just opted to get the spoils before storage. Oh, okay, nice. Great one cycle on Jim's side there. On that Goma.
Yeah. I think if this ends up being a bow like this or Miss Marie, that'd be really good for Tanjo. To be incentivized to go to DRC. Because right now, without the horseshoe bow, you'd have to do DRC forwards, but that's also where another bow is, so... Alright, nothing on hide and seek.
Yep.
There's still Postman and this spoil turn in the...
Yep. So
Everybody get ready for the last sword to be hinted in the mail. So it's
have
like,
fun.
oops.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, there's
And we
already
know wallet's
bottle.
not
There's
required.
already... Yeah, there's not required.
So Tingle Mail
Although-
also dead, so it could just be.
Although,
Go ahead.
wait, if there's a sword on wallet mail, that would make the other wallet not required, if the logic is able to account for that. I don't know if it
Oh,
does.
that's a good point.
The wallet would...
I think you're right.
I don't know if Wind Waker logic works like that. I know if Skyward Sword had wallets like that, the second wallet would be not required, but I think in Wind Waker it might be possibly required.
Mm.
It's just the first
Yeah.
one would be required.
Tanjo's running out of stuff to do at Windfall. Hasn't really found a whole lot besides the Leaf and Magic, which were great pickups.
Yeah.
I guess they hinted shards, so maybe you're still happy with it. But besides those things, still kind of maybe directionless a little bit. Maybe you go Hyrule, get your hint, and then go Private Oasis.
Probably
and
Hyrule
after
Private
that,
Oasis, yeah.
maybe you go Forbidden Woods after all of that. Not sure. Or Forest Haven. I guess we don't know if it's Forbidden Woods or not. Interesting boat angle that the warp put him at. Seems like it's random. Like sometimes it's like I don't know, a 30-40 degree cone that I can just base you towards for no reason. DRI Oasis.
Oh, it is
Southern
Oasis. Okay.
Okay. Flashbacks to last seed.
Yep. Although at least this time it's not. At least this time the hint is early.
Yeah.
Not so for our cases. Oh, we
It's
got a
spiky.
spiky here.
Alrighty.
Although at this point, the only relevant thing it could be is a bow.
Yeah, bow, shield would be bait, wallet would be bait, wallet would maybe be bait, bow would be bait. Not bow, bottle would be bait.
Yeah. Having a little bit of trouble getting the soup dupe.
It's only frame perfect, Tanjo, come on. How hard could it be? 30 frames per second.
Oof! Barely dodging that attack with the parry. I am very surprised that didn't hit.
Yeah.
Very thin hitbox. Oh yeah, it could be the second magic meter.
Could be second magic, we haven't seen it yet. Is this locked by the other magic?
Technically, it's technically not locked behind Linza.
Okay,
And
it's the other shield. Unlucky. Especially since those are
Unlucky.
useless this seed.
Honestly, if I'm Tanjo, I probably wouldn't even save warp. I would probably just soft reset back from my save. So now
Yeah,
it
especially
won't-
since save warping puts you right there, right outside the
Yeah.
chamber. Probably just forgot. See, on
Yeah, at
Jim's
least
side,
you know you
go ahead,
wrong.
sorry.
Can't go wrong with... Unless the sword is on the top, then you could waste time doing the inside, but...
Yeah, I think it's a good play for Tanjo, for sure. I feel like Jim, I don't know what you do. You got a lot of windfall stuff you can do after this with fire and ice, delivery bag, stuff to throw there.
I think Fire and Ice plus Picto means you just do Windfall.
Yeah, and then you get a hint for you get your shard, which hints your last swords. That's probably the play, I think, after this. I like the spot Jim's in, I think, in terms of who's leading overall at this point.
Yeah.
With those bows. Gonna go windfall probably soon. Oh,
Kind of
yeah, he
forces
doesn't have
swords on
magic.
top.
But, I mean, we'll get it there in lenses, so not a huge...
Is the inside going to be bait? I don't remember if the small island chest was spiky, but I feel like that one's a pretty common candidate to have second magic.
Yeah, I feel that. I think Kendra peeked at the start, and I think it was wooden, because he marked it off.
Okay.
Oh, stupid rats. Oh, almost got killed by that rat there. Well, not killed, but you know, attacked. What are we looking at?
Another bottle.
Bottle number 3. Unlucky. Oh,
I feel like you can never trust an unhinted cabana.
alright, looks like that one's wooden.
Unlucky.
Yep. Okay. So this will likely be all of DRI into DRC for Tanjo, which will be a little unfortunate if he commits because he doesn't have that bow. And the other one is rudely placed on Bird's Nest, at least the one that we know of.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a bow on Hosket turn-in or something.
It's possible. I think Jim wasn't able to get that because he didn't have the delivery bag, or, spoils bag.
What's bag, yeah. I know at the very least, Game 2 is planned to be restreamed right after this one.
Yep. And you're going to have a bit
Good thing
easier
with the
time
seed.
doing this fly across that leaf in
Yeah.
the magic.
Having leaf is nice. It's a good thing that this seed is shaping up to be relatively short, because I'm now much happier about doing commentating 2 races in a row after already playing one.
Yeah.
Would have been a bit of a long day if this were maybe a double tot G series.
Don't jinx it yet.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes to Game 3, there could still be 2 tot Gs.
Yeah.
Jim is also doing this stuff before starting hide and seek. Not that the order really matters that much.
Yeah.
Although, depending on, like, maybe he'd be the kind of person to just rush the creep hint immediately upon getting magic.
Oh, unlucky Tanjo.
I don't know why this this game generally has such a massive target radius, but this NPC specifically is so difficult to target for some reason.
Yeah, I hate Orca as well. Like, you can be a foot from Orca, and you just throw the Knight's Crest up in the air. Doesn't seem to care.
Oh, that's the other magic on Moblin's Letter.
Interesting.
Where?
It's
No,
the same
Moblin's Letter
sphere, I
was in the rat room, so both the magics. Yeah.
Both available Sphere 3 from my tracker, at least. That's what it's saying.
Yeah. And since there were enough keys to go get that Moblin's Letter, so yeah.
Alright.
Looks like is Jim gonna? He's going towards the creep area.
Probably gonna
so
start.
Might just play Song of Passing now. Oh wait, no, God, right, he's doing door cancel now. Well, he will still need the leaf, so yeah.
And we know where Iron Boots are, so
Yeah, Iron Boots are on Cyclos, so
it's
like
just straight up go
yeah,
mode.
yeah. If creep just says like, oh, last bow is in Forest Haven or Gale Isle,
Yeah, we'll know where to go. Because like we're running out of places. I'm gonna be honest. There's a few Windfall checks. There's the Needle Rock Cave. There's Orca 10 Knights Crests, and then there's Forest Haven. And
yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Iron Boots are hinted on Cyclos, so they are accessible. Yeah, and like even like if Creep says, "Oh, the last bow is in the mail," like all of the mail things really are attainable at this point.
Yep.
And Tanjo's gonna go straight for this and be disappointed once he sees it's a small key.
Yeah.
Oh, right, he doesn't have bow. So I guess technically by doing this, he's saving a storage trick, a chest storage trick. Creep is gonna give us lights. That's not true. Creep is gonna have treasure chart 21.
That's, you know what, you're so right. Creed, the giver of hot garbage. And a useful hint because we felt bad for him, I guess.
Yeah, no. We could have had the hint on opening the Fire Mountain chest.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. Or just like make the windmill cutscene also spawn a dialogue box that gives the hint instead. It's just like an extra FU to Creed. I do remember the multi-world. With the interesting placement. Where we just sat at Creed because we were stuck. You know what? I went to go leave to go talk to Kamo because I didn't like it. I didn't like Creed. And I felt like I was doing the right thing. I do also remember being sent Hurricane Spin in multiple archipelagos. And I hate it every time.
That's just the worst because you can't like soft reset it away. It's always being
No,
sent
you
to
can't.
You.
Alrighty, last shard for Jim. Not sure what else he got on Windfall. Probably catch the last kid, I think. And then fire and ice checks now with that magic. With both magics. And probably go get those sword hints then. Well, Tanjo having
Depending
to
on
go through
where-
DRC the slow way. Sorry.
Depending on where the bow is hinted, because like if the bow is hinted in one of the dungeon entrances, he might just like, especially if it's at Gale Isle because it's already at Windfall. I could see an argument for going to do that dungeon and at least clearing up until you find the bow.
I'd 100% agree. Yeah. You do
I
need
guess,
Cyclos, the Iron Boots.
yeah, having to get Cyclos first is kind of in the opposite direction. Yeah, so if you talk to Creeb after you get his item, he will tell you where all the bows are.
I also don't know why we didn't replace, or we didn't just add it to the same set of text boxes, but I don't know.
Well, because they
I'm
might
not
be
familiar with this
missable.
game. The set that gives you the item, I mean.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, like, there are 10 instances of Old Man Ho-Ho, and then each shard is assigned to 2 of them.
Alright, Creep. Classic Creep.
Treasure card! Ah, darn. I said 21, it's 39. But I was right there to check.
DRI, Forest
Forest
Haven.
Haven.
Alright, there it is.
Yep. So, that's... Well, that's... I guess
It's 100%
if
attainable.
if it's
at this
like...
point.
Yeah, if it's on the tree branch, then it could be non-vanilla entrances, but otherwise that's vanilla dungeon entrances confirmed.
Yeah. Which also means every other check that people are doing is now, at least as far as we know, not going to have anything.
Yep. What do you do if your name is Jim? You decide to watch this cutscene first.
Yeah. I don't think he really has a choice, but yeah.
Yeah.
Expert dodge from Tanjo there. Fuck that Mac too.
This room is like the #1 reason to do DRC backwards.
Yeah, this and the long ladder room outside are just painful. Oh, nice double cutscene. Tanjo having to fight the wind here. I just equipped the grappling hook. Yeah. This is like the one room in the game where I'll prefer the grapple over the leaf for movement.
Yeah. It's always fun whenever you're doing DRC backwards and you don't have the grapple. So you have to have like exactly the right wind direction to do this the opposite way around, going up
Yeah.
with the leaf. I'm gonna use this warp pot to go back.
So yeah, Jim now knows where everything is. I think he's in a really good spot to probably take this race. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's very hard to say when Tanjo will go back for Horseshoe. And find out where the final bow is as well.
well, at least for Tanjo, the final bow is not going to be bow locked. So it's possible that, like, after this, if he just naturally goes to Forest Haven, get the other bow. But then
Yeah,
that
it's-
also means potentially, depending on where that bow is. I think the best case scenario for Tanjo, bow is on, like, Calademus Heart Container or something.
So you independent
Isn't-
full clear regardless, yeah.
Clear anyway.
Makes
Although
sense.
I could see Jim like skipping the basement to do Caldemus first. It's like halfway on the way down anyway.
And you're getting the funny camera angle and ledge grab there. I don't know what
Well,
purpose
okay,
those
if-
platforms serve. Sorry. Tilt
Yeah,
aside.
if Forbidden Woods isn't vanilla, that means the bow is on Tree Branch, or yeah, is on Tree Branch.
That's
Which
true.
means
It
that
could be
Tanjo won't
there.
be unnecessarily clearing a dungeon.
I think. Nice. Yeah. I think Tanjo also just got that one cycle, which is nice. Very clean.
James decided to do these platforms before the actual Great Fairy.
Guess it's twice as likely to have something.
Yeah, twice as likely, and they're like right next to each other. Alrighty. What would Tanjo do? Forest Haven. Okay.
I think it makes sense for density.
Yeah.
Most likely, it's going to be something you have to do. I think the only case you get punished is if this is the Wind Temple, and you have to re-enter.
Well, because Wind Temple is barren, you just do it
Yeah.
now.
But you need iron boots. And we skipped them. I
Oh,
believe.
right, he doesn't have irons. He's gonna check the dungeon before the tree branch. Might end up being like if this is Wind Temple, then okay, no.
Fully vanilla.
So now it's just a question of where the bow is. Not the first chest.
Yeah.
Maybe the longer this goes on, the better this is for Tanjo.
I think he's have magic. Yeah. Just be careful with the leaf pumps. Okay.
Push comes to shove. If push comes to shove, he has soup. So
Yeah, that's true. So Jim's gonna join him here in Forbidden Woods.
is he gonna do? He's gonna check tree branch first, which makes sense.
I hate ledge grabbing that because of that.
I think because you
Uh-huh.
can go to the dungeon from this area anyway, it makes sense to do tree branch first.
Yeah, just take the normal vanilla route. I can see that.
It's very conveniently placed quiver if you don't have boomerang.
That looks like it's
Is that-
deluxe picto to me.
The other Picto box.
Yeah. So not what we're looking for.
He's
It does.
save warping. Why is he not just going to the dungeon from this exit?
No.
I guess that is a kind of long leaf thing. I don't know how it compares time-wise.
Do you have to change the wind as well, or no? Not with double magic.
You
Don't
well,
remember.
I mean, the wind direction that you take to
You're not-
going to the thing is kind of bad for going to the dungeon entrance, so I always change the wind direction.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever used that intermediate platform. I kind of just take the boat up every time. Interesting. Tanjo going this way. Wonder what if he's maybe going to do a different route through Forbidden Woods.
All right. It's always nice when that one's not spiky.
Yeah, keep the storage and make it a lot easier to clear the next room. Interesting. Cleared the bulbs and then took the... You can usually just squeeze by the bulbs if you hug the right pillar. Also, Jim disrespecting the quiver like that, damn.
Wow.
Crazy. Never turn down free arrows.
Ooh. Barely not making it onto that platform. This P
Are you worried about avoiding out there? I feel like maybe because it's moving it won't crush you, but
Yeah, it's moving and it's also kind of thin.
yeah, maybe that's it.
Alright. Nothing on the first pass, unless it's this mini boss.
Like mini boss hasn't had anything in years for me. Maybe not years, but like so long.
Yeah.
Jim taking a spicy route through Forbidden Woods. Does he not have storage?
It didn't look like it when he was jump slashing onto the platform earlier. I feel like if he had storage, he would have just kind of
Okay.
like fallen for a while.
Interesting.
Oh, he's gonna beat the dungeon first. That's why. Well, if Bo's on like this chest or the heart container,
Yeah, that's great
quite
for him.
good.
I guess you kind of have to go get this chest anyways, and you do have to beat the boss anyways. So actually, I don't hate this. It's actually a pretty decent play.
Oh, we got a spiky.
There it is. Jim's in go mode, so
Yep.
it's gonna be a faster go mode too. Just got to do this and then, Wind Temple, which I guess you're looking for a small key. Maybe it takes a little bit longer than you'd like, but it's not going to be too terrible, I think.
Yeah. It'd be cool if there were a key chest that he could have stored to smuggle, but I think by this point it has to be in the basement, so that's not really practical.
Yeah, given Tanjo hasn't found it yet. Yep.
I'm gonna see this bomb push clip method.
It's it first try. Very nice.
Nice. Is that faster if you get it first try? Sure, it looks like
Then
it.
what?
Then leaf pumping.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I don't know by how much.
I don't know, Bobby. I made some gambles in my last race and I don't think they worked out for me.
Clearly, you didn't gamble enough then.
Ah, I
Gotta
see.
gamble more.
99% of Season 8 players orphan the check before they find their go mode. That I don't know, this analogy is falling apart.
Yeah, I know what you were getting at. The diamond mine guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So nice leaf bomb method.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Place your bets. Where's the first small key gonna be?
I feel like it'll be nice. I feel like it'll be right in the middle of the hub.
Well, I'm feeling 7 Armos and I don't know, first dungeon secret. So if Jim tries to skip it,
Woke up and chose violence today, I guess. The
first
worst
dungeon
spots.
secret is classic. It's like, oh, I only need to find 1 small key, and there's 2 of them. This dungeon secret is annoying. I'm gonna skip it.
Yeah, well, not here.
Alright. Is he going to get this?
Interesting. That's a cursed
Yes,
camera
actually.
angle. Hate that. Interesting. It's always neat to see what other runners do for this room, because I feel like this room's very awkward to do. 'Cause
Yeah.
you have to babysit Makar to the end, then you also have to go get this, which requires several equips. And blowing
I think
the
if you
thing
leave my car
over.
for too long, he'll be like, "Hey, you should control me with the command melody or something like that."
Yeah. Always
'Cause
drop
I
him in
use
spikes.
I use the switches to like open up my path to the hookshot target, but then the like spinny thing, the leaf thing to get back down. But Jim did the opposite.
Yeah, that's what I do too, is I use the switches and then break the thing. Or, yeah.
I don't think the Forbidden Woods small key was in a good spot to smuggle to Wind Temple.
Yeah.
I think it was the basement. I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't see it earlier, so...
Okay, you're gonna get the hint on creep here. It's gonna know that last bow's on horseshoe, but I think it'll be, I mean, at this point, probably too late, unfortunately for him. Jim's got a pretty sizable lead here in Wind Temple. Can't tell.
It didn't look like a key chest.
Unlucky. This dungeon secret's also awkward with the equips, because you also need to equip stuff like Leaf to get through this room, and then you also need to open the warp pot, and you also need the iron boots, which I guess you keep that equipped. But
I think
it's a
if
lot to
you
juggle.
keep iron boots, and then like you can usually just like equip over hookshot after you bring it down, because you're not really using it from now until you save warp out of the boss key.
That makes
There's
sense.
key
Yeah.
chest finally.
Alrighty, so now Jim can just rush to the end of the dungeon here. Didn't even turn on the fan yet, so doesn't have to worry about Those cycles should be pretty fast, pretty easy rest of the way through Wind Temple. Laz taking the modern Zelda approach.
Yeah, if this game had like Skyward Sword equips where it's just B-wheel stuff, I think I wouldn't care as much. Although that would be kind of weird. I think with that kind of equip style, you can't really have like iron boots as a thing. But actually, Wind Waker HD with the gamepad would probably be also not that bad.
I really like the radial inventory equips. I think they're good for like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. I think those are really nice. There's just one button to open the radial menu and then just one button to confirm your item. I mean, I guess you have to tilt the control stick or whatever, but that's a lot easier than holding the right button 10 times to get to your equip.
Yeah, and then they went and ruined it with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, what if we just made giant long lists of bow equips with no great way to sort or select favorites, at least as far as I can remember.
OOT and MM3D were also nice being able to use the bottom screen.
Interesting.
Will Jim get the
skipping with leaf already? Yeah.
I think if I have leaf, I like doing the first two ones leafless and then just using leaf on this last. Yeah, like this.
Too late there, I think. Pulled out the hook shot a bit too late. Also, yeah, bacon. Somebody ping bacon. It's probably gonna be too late by the time he does it.
Oh right, yeah. Once you unlock the quick swap in Lake Between Worlds, that's also good.
Okay, Jim getting it the second time has to deal with the annoying little rats. I don't know what they're officially called, but they're annoying.
Just call them babies. They always steal your target, and I think they just blocked him there.
Yep. But I think he was able to skip one cycle, so that is very nice. Alright, gets the air grab. Very clean Mulgara there on Jim's side.
Very nice. Lilac snake turning to mint green, I guess.
Yep. No optimal spawn in the warp. Unlucky.
Unlucky. Well, to be fair, I feel like that only really happens if you like screwed up the grab, and then Mulgara reappears.
Most runners usually run around the outside of the arena, so Mulgara aims for the outside of the arena, and when you're on the outside and Mulgara is coming towards you, you're never going to be in a spot where it's the other way around. So you're never going to be in that middle.
But if you end up missing the grab and then it reappears from the ground, you could.
Yeah. The 122.20-ish high roll entry.
Yep. Definitely a pretty fast seed. Always helps not having Tachi or Earth Temple.
Yeah. Getting so many shards early lets you get your sword hint pretty early. You know, and you just found a lot of your other stuff along the way, to be honest. Oh.
Danger's at least gonna skip this dungeon secret, so
That's fair enough, yeah.
save a little bit of time back.
Not a bad gamble to make. Especially when you have 0 keys so far. I mean, I guess you are in go mode, so you would... I don't know. I'd be a little hesitant to skip it, but I can see it either way. Okay, going back for it. Makes sense. That is a crazy Moblin color.
Yeah, saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Interesting.
He's also going, going to this door, implying he's gonna take Makar with him.
Yeah, kind of curious to see what route Tanjo takes then. Or maybe he's just gonna open up the grate and just play the command melody to open up the fan just on this first trip, or okay,
Or never mind.
It was
Always
just to mess with
subverting our
us
expectations.
on restream. Yeah. Jim doing the nice roll during the cutscene. Free time save. Which I don't see a lot of runners do. You get the Phantom Ganon spawn up there. Shoot the arrow, then roll, like pretty much immediately afterwards.
So I didn't think of that as something you could do, but that makes sense.
Yep. Which is why the back spawn is unlucky, because you cannot do that, as far as I know.
Really,
Or
I
at
thought
least
backspawn
it's
was
hard to, I would think.
I thought backspawn was lucky because it was faster.
It could be faster in that regard, I guess. Alright, Tanjo getting the small key. Not able to run to the end of Wind Temple as Jim's about to enter PG1.
It's true, although in Skyward Sword, the bow shots feel a lot more impactful, for lack of a better description, so I feel more compelled to roll afterwards. Need some nice shots for Jim, though.
Yeah,
nice.
Very clean PG1. Very nice.
Yeah, shooting a bomb in Wind Waker with no gyro aim is pretty impressive. You gotta like flick down pretty quickly.
I want off Jim's wild ride. He spun that camera really hard.
It's interesting. Jim does the vanilla runner special, not going for double crip.
Might have just not gotten the reset or something. But yeah. I think he had the magic for it.
Yeah. And it runs when you only have single magic, then you're disincentivized for going for it.
Because the only way to get magic in this third phase is to hook shot up to the platforms, which I don't think runners have in vanilla, because they skip it, or kill the morphs. I was going for bait strats, Let's go.
With not using bombs though, but gets the quick spin at least. Does this bait still last? Wow, it does. Okay.
All right, very clean PG3.
Nicely done.
Pulling out the meme strats.
Hey, those are very serious strats.
I'm sure. Yep.
There's no way they aren't faster, right? Like, you don't have
I
to
have no
worry about
idea.
like basically random movement for your shots.
The solution is just to get good and just hit your shots with the random movement.
I see.
Yeah.
Speaking of hitting shots, let's see if Tanjo gets this one cycle.
Yeah. The camera's at a weird spot there.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
I like the camera to be behind me whenever I'm trying to do that.
Yeah. I don't even target the tongue, I just like aim straight through
Yeah.
the center. I was grinding it out a fair amount before the
Ooh.
match. Ooh.
Okay. Jim
Good
saves
save.
it. Ah, unlucky
Baby
Tanjo.
sabotages the regrab.
Alright. Jim never did save Grandma, did he?
Nope.
So just gonna have to do it the slightly slower way. But perhaps faster this seed, with how little Tanjo's used the soup.
Yeah. Jim hasn't
at least
really
how
had
much
any
it's made a
problems with
difference.
magic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta be a little careful
off
here.
on the parry. There we go.
Phase 2 done, just gotta reflect the arrow. It'll be time for Jim. 129.37. GG's. Tanjo just finishing up Mulgara.
Yeah, like, I feel like the two of them were very close at the beginning, doing mostly the same things.
Yeah, I agree. And then I think Jim kind of pulled ahead, went to
Yeah, with the
DRC
bow
first, and then had the bow from Horseshoe, which I think was the big difference. Yeah. I think that was the decider of this seed. Yeah, GG's. Tanjo going to finish out Hyrule, and then I believe the runners will just be doing the next one right after this.
Yeah,
No
do we
break.
know if they're doing an interview or if they're just saving that for the end of the series?
I assume we're going to save it till the end of the series, most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned anything about it, so. Somebody remind me to go clip the gunboats bullying Tanjo for 30 seconds straight. That's a certified classic, I think, right there. 4 or 5 shots in a row that hit. I need to go. I'm gonna write that down.
That was like, I don't think I've been hit 4 or 5 times total in my time playing this randomizer.
From the gunboats?
By the gunboats.
That's fair.
Maybe by islet stuff, but
They aren't very good at their job. I've been destroyed by the one at Ice Ring a couple times. That one's pretty funny, but yeah, normally they don't do so good. Which I think is good design, for the most part. Nobody wants sniper gunboats that hit you every time,
Yeah.
otherwise you get what happened to Tanjo there. Just get stun knocked.
Although, yeah, if Tanjo didn't have bombs, that would have been a good time to have
Yeah.
good aim there. Get it out of logic. they will be headed to game 2. Well, with a bit of a break for like to give time for the seed to roll and delay to
Yeah.
catch up and all that, but it will be right after this.
Tanjo also equipping bait, interestingly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just wrong. I thought it was a meme strat. I thought it has always been a meme strat because nobody ever talked about it seriously.
You know, it sounds like a meme, but like the sheer effectiveness can't be denied.
Yeah.
And you know,
It looked very good on Jim's side.
I like to be the one to champion using claw shots on Demise in Skyward Sword, so I feel like I'm naturally obligated to use bait on Puppet Ganon by extension.
I see. Checks out. What do you do in the Demise with the claw shots? You just like knock him out of?
So at the start of
animation?
the second phase, you can just like if you hit him with the claw shots, he'll just block. So you just stand in front of them and continually hit him with the claw shots until he forces because eventually he will just like stop blocking and will just attempt to like attack you, but then he's vulnerable there. So you just like
Interesting.
spam A until that happens and then you spin attack.
Huh.
You can also use slingshot or bow or whip to do that, but they don't fire as quickly as
Alrighty. See how Tanjo's PG goes. Great for a shot.
first shot.
Ah, leg got in the way. Unlucky. Hits the second, okay.
Ooh, a little bit too high. And the legs are once
Unlucky.
again in the way. It's like that like little midsection is like transparent to shots, but not the legs themselves.
Yeah, it's very weird. I definitely have hit PG through his body, but the legs, I mean, they probably designed it that way, because given he wiggles the tail like that.
Well, I think you're designed to use the boomerang to cut it down, but...
Well, that too, but... They designed... Actually, you know what? You're right. Why wouldn't they design the body to block the shots if you're supposed to use the boomerang? That doesn't make sense to me. If you let the arrows go through the body, then you're...
I mean, you
wouldn't
save...
use the boomerang.
You save a marginal amount on time, like you have one less collider to do calculations on, but...
Maybe.
I feel like for a stage this small, there's not really that much collision, so it's probably not a performance concern.
Yeah. Not sure. Okay.
Good double crip shot, though.
Yeah. It's the first shot. Nice. That's some very far away bait. Does he go?
He just goes right for it.
I didn't realize he goes straight for it. That's kind of funny, honestly. Huh?
What?
Looks like Tanjo was the one who got baited.
That's actually so unlucky.
That's pretty funny.
I was opting to soup up now instead of after Pog sliding.
I just do it now because you're already equipping stuff here, at least for me personally.
Yeah,
mean,
I
I've
guess if he's
equipped
out of
back over
magic,
the bottle.
then like
That
if
too,
grapple skip
yeah.
fails, then you can use leaf. It was a really nice smash up the the rope. Things I wish I could do properly. I just don't have the hands to do it, I guess. Which is why I will probably never run this game vanilla.
It's
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
I can.
button
I don't think I
mashing,
can
yeah.
maintain a zombie hover for more than like 10 or 12 slashes.
Thank goodness we have instant text boxes by holding B in this game too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the mashing would not be great.
Yeah, like I come from a game where the text boxes don't do that, so don't have to mash unless you're playing HD.
Oh, does
Welcome,
HD actually have you
ZSR2.
mash?
Yeah, because HD has instant text, so
Ah, I guess that makes sense then.
HD vanilla. Welcome ZSR2, catching the end of this Wind Waker randomizer. But don't worry, there will be another match right after this, because the entire best of 3 series is happening today.
Yep.
And GG's to Tanjo.
GG's, 138.47.
Definitely not a bad second place time.
Yeah, just got
Just
a little
kind of got
unlucky with the
unlucky.
bows. Yeah.
So, game 2 is actually underway already on the 10-minute delay, so we are going to transition back to the intro screen for a bit. Please give our runners a follow. Thanks to our commentators, Yal and Alex, and our trackers, Tweety and Lotta Chiamaka. I'm going to give them a couple-minute break, and stay tuned here for game 2.